What's up, guys? Welcome to physics class. Hope you had a fantastic week. It is Friday and it is our last stream of the week, and we're gonna do polls maybe for Nikke, hopefully for Nikke. We'll see. We were supposed to do them on Tuesday's stream, and bro never gave me his login info, so we'll see what happens. But we're also going to do some Silver and Blade. Silver and Blade? I got Cyberpunk on the mind. Some Silver and Blood, although I guess Blade could be vampires too. We're going to do some Silver and Blood polls in the second half of the stream for another viewer's account. So either way, we will be doing viewer polls somehow. So it might be for one game, it might be for two games, but we are going to be starting off with going through dailies, doing my raid attacks, stuff like that on my own Nikke account. Welcome to those that joined. I know we're getting started a little bit late. Had some stuff to do, but I feel like if anything, more people join later on anyway. So, you know, shout out to everybody that's already here, but I do know that most people end up joining later since I start a little bit earlier on Fridays. Let's grab some stuff here, click some dots. Get some things done. Get some stuff from the shop. So who's hyped for Resident Evil? I know nothing about Resident Evil, which most of you guys probably already know. So I don't even know. It seemed like the response was generally positive to the announcements of the characters. I made community posts for each one. It sounded like a lot of people were disappointed about Claire. So I don't know why, but I know there was some disappointment around Claire. People seemed really excited about Ada, and what's the other character's name? Jill? Did I make that up? Might be Jill. People seemed, you know, like pretty fine with her. But yeah, I don't know. I'll try and get one copy of each, just, you know, to make content for you guys and like test out the units. But like, I'm not a Resident Evil fan and I'm already low on resources, so I'm not like hyped for this one. It seems cool. It seems like a lot of people are gonna like this collab, but it's not really like personally for me. So I'll just kind of like engage with it as much as I need to like, you know, again, like make content and like test things out for you guys. Which is kind of like how it was with ReZero for me too. I was like, I don't know shit about this, but you know, I'm gonna get the units and hopefully they're decent. Anyway, I just realized I haven't checked in with anybody in chat yet. Let's get into the commander's room really quick and see what's up. So we got Lone Syndicate, we got David Santana. Joe Fry, what's up? Hello, hello. You're more than hype for the Resident Evil collab. Okay, cool, cool. You're also hyped for the Resident Evil collab. You're ecstatic. Okay, dude, everybody's in chat is really hyped for Resident Evil. Ada is the most popular female character in Resident Evil. Okay, all right. Love your content. Hey, thanks. Glad you're enjoying it. Lone Syndicate says, main reason is Jill is more iconic. Claire is a fan favorite despite being the red-headed stepchild of Resident Evil. So, dude, casually, like, redheads out here catching strays from Lone Syndicate. But anyway, her appearance in Resident Evil 2 and then forgotten by Capcom. Oh, yeah, I think I saw your comment, maybe a few people's comments, that said she actually hadn't ever been seen since that game. What's up, Bob? Welcome to the stream. It says, looks pretty generic to me, but you don't know much about it. I mean, it's probably not generic. I mean, I feel like Resident Evil has a pretty strong identity. It's, you know, a long-running franchise that has had a lot of success. But yeah, I don't know if it's, like, for me either, just because, like, I don't know anything about it. Hey, look at that. We just finished Rouge. Heck yeah. All right. It's been a while. At least we finally finished her before she's, like, not relevant. Rocky 32189 subscribed on Twitch. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Dude, that's crazy. Starting off the stream with a sub. Thank you so much. You will have access to a couple new emojis. Let's see. I don't know what level did you subscribe for, but either way, you'll get some emojis. You'll get some different ones depending on which one you subscribed at. But yeah, thanks for supporting the channel directly. Let's see. What's up, Dr. Eagles? Welcome, welcome. David says, so what's the donation goal to get you to play Resident Evil game? Like an actual Resident Evil game? Jeez, I mean, I don't even know, like, I wouldn't know which Resident Evil to start with. I mean, I guess in theory, start with number 1, right? But that was probably like a game that came out 30 years ago, and like I don't even know if that's like a game that anybody would recommend, because I'm pretty sure Resident Evil started in like the mid 90s maybe, when you know, I was like in diapers or something. I don't know. I would potentially be willing to try it. I'm not like against playing Resident Evil by any means, but I never have, and so I don't know, there's just like a lot of games, you know, like I'm currently playing Cyberpunk, obviously Nikke, Silver and Blood, still playing The Last of Us, and so it's just, it would be hard to get to, but maybe. If people can give me a very specific Resident Evil recommendation, and something that seems like feasible for me to get through before the collab is over, I would consider it. David Santana says Claire was actually in another game called Resident Evil Code Veronica. So apparently she has been in a game since Resident Evil 2. I think that's what he's saying. What's up, Vic? Welcome to the stream. Thoughts on Jill's weapon being a pistol? Might be a machine pistol, though, but who knows? I mean, again, I don't know, like, if her using a pistol is something that's, like, canonical or not. If you're asking if I think it's actually going to introduce a brand new pistol weapon type to Nikke, I doubt it. I wouldn't rule it out completely. And they have liked to introduce new things in collabs. Like oftentimes the collab unit will kind of introduce a new type of thing. For instance, Makima had Indomitable, and then like later on we had some units with that kind of thing. And so it is a way that they sort of introduce stuff sometimes, but that would be a pretty big one. I don't know. We'll see. That's an interesting idea. Here we go. Rocky showing off all the new emojis. Dude, we got the Master Sparks emoji, Rapunzel, the Dorothy dead face, the Chad Anderson one, the Quincy Booba, and Nihilister, and the sussy. Oh geez, Anise face. Yo, Anise is probably giving me that face right now. I couldn't even think of her name. That's crazy. Let's see. Rocky says start with number 2 remake. David Santana says I could play the remakes. Okay. So, I mean, why play the number 2 remake? Is that like I guess, are all the stories connected, or are some of them like independent? Rocky says just hope there's fan service. I mean, I'm sure there will be a certain amount. Generally, the collabs aren't super fan servicey though. Like the only really fan servicey one was Stellar Blade, and you know that was Shift Up's own game. Like there's always like a little bit of fan service because you know it's Nikke. I guess Nier was pretty fan servicey too, to be honest. But I would say they're more likely to be on the more clothed side. We'll say that. You think I'd enjoy either Resident Evil 1 or 2 remake? Okay. What's up, Togashi? Could be aesthetically a pistol but different weapon. Yeah, like it could be like a SMG, right? It could like function like that. And there are actually IRL pistols that kind of shoot in bursts. The best question would be if Master Sparks can get through those Resident Evil games before the collaboration comes out. Yeah, well, probably not. Which is why I was saying, like, if there's like one that I could play before the collab ends, then like, yeah, maybe. They're independent for the most part. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 are connected. So if I played 2, like, it wouldn't be weird because I didn't play 1. Resident Evil 2 is the first of the modern remakes. Resident Evil 1 remake used tank controls and was originally on the GameCube. So Resident Evil 1 was a remake, but it still kept the really old school, like, fixed perspective. Whereas Resident Evil 2 did that, like, turn into more of like a real, like, 3D environment. Resident Evil 2 is also a shorter game. Okay. But like I said, would it make sense? Would it make sense? Story is important to me, guys. Story is important. Vic asked a question. How well does Sparks fare with horror games in general? Like, am I good at them? I've never really played a horror game. If you're asking if I'm scared, I mean, definitely not. Stuff like that doesn't really freak me out. Although, I don't know. I haven't played a horror game, so I guess I shouldn't say that. Maybe I will be scared. Oh, I chose the wrong choice. I wasn't really paying attention. All right. Whatever. Resident Evil 2 and 3, our first playthroughs are about 7 hours each. Okay. That is pretty short. Yeah, in terms of getting scared, yeah, nah. My thing is that, like, again, I haven't really played a horror game, so I can't say. But, like, with horror movies, I won't say that I, like, never get, like, freaked out about anything. That's not true. But, like, generally with horror is that it just ends up becoming too cheesy, right? Because, like, the more you see whatever the, like, monster, spirit, etc. is, the more you just, like, it's not scary, right? Because it, like, the unknown is, like, what's scary, right? Where you're wondering, what is that? What can happen? And the more, like, you engage with the horror, the more, like, tangible it is and the less scary it is. And then, like, particularly, like, for movies, then you're like, it's just some, like, CGI monster, and it's like, you know, just becomes, like, more cheesy. Or in old school ones is like a dude in a suit or a puppet, and it just, you know, it's not scary. And I kind of feel like with games, especially because, like, I would have agency, then it's, like, really not scary. Dude, good point. Good point, Jack. Any gacha game could be considered horror. The horror of RNG. Fair enough. So I think, anyway, I think the best horror are the ones where you never actually find out what's going on, and you definitely never see whatever the scary thing is. And that's the kind of thing that could, like, creep you out and lead to, like, not being able to go to sleep the next night. You know what I mean? Like that, like, more subtle scary things where your own mind kind of becomes the weapon against you, you know? And like, I've had those times where, like, then it's like, all right, make sure the blanket's tucked all around me before I go to sleep. Gotcha skins are horror. I mean, yeah. They're horribly expensive, we'll say that. I want to play Outlast. What's Outlast? Most horror games have jump scares, not really scared you for life type of thing. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, because, like, for jump scares, I mean, it's the same in, like, movies or even just, like, you know, someone jumping out of the closet and scaring you as, like, a prank or whatever. You know, like, getting startled and being scared are, like, two different things. You know what I mean? So, like, sure, a horror game could probably startle me. Like, that's real. Alright, let's quick battle this bitch. Eve takes a stretch. I was going to click on it immediately to jump past it, but I was like, you know what? We'll enjoy a moment with Eve. I think everybody will appreciate that. Resident Evil 4 did this well. It isn't the horror of each individual fight. It's a resource management horror. You'll have enough to deal with the next fight. Okay. I see. Yeah, so you're like, oh, I gotta make every bullet count and that kind of thing. Outlast is another horror game. The appeal is you can't defend yourself and you hardly know what's going on. Okay. That probably works well as a horror motif or horror mechanic. Dude, Bay looks insane here. Can we just, like, appreciate that for a second? Lone Syndicate says jump scares are the lowest form of horror. Yeah, because like I said, it's not really horror, right? You just got startled. And I think because jump scares are so easy to do, and like a million things have done them, nowadays, when a horror movie doesn't have any jump scares, and there's like, you're always expecting there to be jump scares, and so you'll like have all these moments where you know, you're expecting a jump scare and then it never happens. Like that kind of works in stuff now. But that's only as kind of like a counterplay to the fact that like jump scares are like overly done. Because if they weren't, then like just never having a jump scare wouldn't be scary, because then just like nothing scary is happening, you know? Collect my challenge rewards. Oh, claim that too. Bay should have been the gacha skin over Rouge. Burst animation in that skin would have been awesome. Yeah, that probably would have been crazy. That's true. That's true. But I think we should consider it a W that we got a cheap Bay bunny skin that's insane, you know? Didn't have to buy a gacha skin. All right. Does any of this matter to anybody? Like, this HP defense and recovery, has literally anybody watching right now ever died because they like ran into too many objects? I think every single time I've died, it's because I like fell in a hole, and these stats don't do anything for you. So like, I feel like these stats are just like completely irrelevant. Unlock condition. Obtain one magnet. Okay, alright. Obtain a magnet. There we go. We got a magnet. There's another magnet. Not that it matters. Ooh, almost missed that one. Ah, come on. Alright, whatever. It was enough for S. That's cool. You have died exactly once from running out of health. Yeah. Wait, did we complete all the missions? Yeah, okay. Cool. How do you feel about the new D skin? Personally, not a fan of it. Yeah, well, my first reaction was like, what? Why is she a police officer? Because I didn't know, like, is Resident Evil, like, about police officers? So that kind of confused me. But again, I just, like, don't know Resident Evil. As far as, like, how it looks, it's okay. I mean, I'm not going to get it, but, you know. Yeah, it's whatever. Like anything D is in? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I could agree with that take. Wait, what? Why do I have a new title? What is this title for? I didn't buy the one from the event just now. Oh, because I finished Rouge. Sure, let's just use Rouge's title for the moment. Why not? Any inventory to open? Yes. Nobody's talking about how we have 2 consecutive events with gacha skins. I mean, a lot of people are talking about just like the rapid fire of content in general. I mean, yeah, I haven't heard people really complain about like 2 gacha skins in a row specifically. All right, whatever. I would have preferred a blue one, but that's fine. But yeah, it's a good point. I just think that like with how fast we are getting stuff, it's really rough for people who are completionists that want to get everything. But I think for most people, we should probably just like take a moment to check ourselves and be like, all right, we don't necessarily need everything, you know? Like don't get too much FOMO, you know? If there's something you really like, get it. If not, like skip it and don't sweat too much, you know? Because it is a lot. It is a lot. K should have gotten it, not D. Yeah, I mean, D's already gotten a lot of things, right? Like, D has 2 different versions. D also already has a skin for one of her versions. What does K have? She barely got into the game out of NPC jail. Default WD is just too good. Hard to top that. It's true. Yeah, I mean, because, I mean, something I want to point out though is that like the content hasn't come any more rapidly. You know, the events are still 2 weeks long all the time, or in some cases even 3 weeks long. The issue is that there aren't as many kind of like basic events, I could say. And sometimes you know, we've had 3 units. Like, we had 3 units for Evangelion. We had 3 units for Absolute. And so it's, yeah. And it's just like a lot of things that people are highly invested in, whether it's a collab, an anniversary, you know, reruns, limited units, whatever. It's like banger after banger. And so it feels like there's no time to catch your breath and be like, all right, I'll skip Crust or whatever. You know what I mean? And I think people are for sure feeling fatigue about that. You know, ultimately, I feel like it can lead to burnout and maybe isn't healthy for the game. But at the same time, I don't want to, like, complain about there being too much content. Like, if we do have a problem, this is the type of problem that I want to have, you know? The type of problem I don't want to have is that there's always bugs with solo raid, because that's just bullshit. The little amount of time they just announced Resident Evil, we knew about it, but they just kind of dropped the date we had. Yeah. I'm surprised at how little lead time we had for Resident Evil. Because for other collabs, typically we've had a lot more time. There would be like a teaser, and like we might have like literal months of knowing that a collab is coming up. Not at all. Like this one came out of nowhere, which doesn't feel great. I think, you know, being able to prepare for it is really valuable for collabs. And, you know, I guess this could make people spend more money. That's what they're hoping, probably. Because then they're like, ah, shit, I ran out of resources. So that's not cool. The K slander is wild. Who's slandering K? The trend has definitely moved to more towards 3-week events than 2 banners. The last time we had just 2-week was Sora. Yeah. Oh, we're done. Yeah, Jax is going to lead to burnout. Yeah. Carlos says, you think we had a lot of skips early on, but now it's getting intense for sure. Yeah. Been burning out since summer. Yeah, and honestly, I think, like, the rapid succession of, like, highly anticipated events even started before summer. Let me move my camera just a hair. It's, like, tilted down a little too much. There we go. Maybe that's better. Yeah. You know, the ReZero collab was going to drop in Resident Evil, sorry. The RE collab was going to drop on February when the new game was going to drop. Yeah, honestly, that would have made more sense unless they're just trying to generally build Resident Evil hype ahead of time. But I think if they gave us at least like another month and it started in October, that would have been a lot better. Because then it would have been kind of like, you know, a horror tie-in with Halloween, and it would have been at least like closer to Resident Evil 9's launch. So it does feel like this really came too soon. What's up, Warlock? Welcome to the stream. Oh, the devs slander K but not giving her stuff? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Alright, let's slap some people. I have a wild theory about Resident Evil collab. It's coming about the same time as Ava, and the new Resident Evil game will release at February. So Resident Evil Part 2, just like Ava? It's very possible. I wouldn't rule it out. What's up, Vermouth? Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. It does feel rushed, which makes you worried they are gonna botch it. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, this one's... I don't know. Like, I could see it being underwhelming. And it's going to be hard for me to judge it, right? As someone who's not, like, a fan of the franchise. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's, like, similar to the ReZero collab. In that it ends up feeling kind of lazy. That's kind of my prediction. But I don't want to, like, be all negative before it's even started. Like, we don't know. Got to give it a chance, you know? Sparks is more excited for Stellar Blade Part 2? Yeah, 100%. If they do Stellar Blade Part 2, I'd be way more excited about it personally. We'll try fighting this person. I'm not going to change my teams. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, that's what worries you? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like, the characters might be pretty good. Generally, collab characters are pretty good. Like, they're not, like, busted, but they're, like, strong, you know? But the collab in general may be kind of lackluster. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us. As a non-fan, you think I'm in the best place? Okay, if the collab... well, we lost both of them, but that's fine. If the collab had you wanted to play Resident Evil afterward, it did its job. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair, yeah. If it gets me excited enough to try and play Resident Evil after the collab, that's true. Then that means it did its job. We'll see. I will pass judgment on it at the end. What's up, Kazar? Your characters are level 330, and you want to know if you have any tips for leveling up in the most efficient way. Always buy core dust. Always buy core dust. That's how you level up most efficiently. Do anything possible that will get you core dust. Dr. Yo says, I still use Rem for some solo raids. Yeah, she can kind of sneak in there sometimes. Like I said, most collab units have proven to be pretty good. Ugh, sneeze. You're already doing that. You think your count is pretty decent, but you want to push even more. So, I mean, the other thing you can do if you're like really trying to like push your level is to really try and push campaign. Because the more you do campaign chapters in both normal and hard, the more you're going to increase your outpost level, and you will passively gain core dust resources faster over time that way. So if you're really concerned about it, other than just like getting core dust at every opportunity, push campaign and hard campaign as much as possible, because then that will indirectly lead to more core dust as well. And that's kind of like the only real advice for like leveling up. There's not like a whole lot of things you can control to really level up faster. Locked by Mother Whale. It happens. Yeah, Jack says that you should buy gems for the extra runs in hard modes of events. Yeah, that goes without saying. Like, I mean, it's true. That's a good tip. But yes, that's just like part of always getting core dust. It is worth it to do that. Buy your extra hard mode runs. Yeah, in case you missed something minor. Yeah, if you're already doing all that, I think you're good. Sounds like you know what's up already. Dude, Quincy Escape Queen is a strong unit. Yeah. I mean, she's definitely a great unit to be using in tower, for sure. Am I going to do a solo raid run today? You know what, I should. I mean, it'll be a super scuffed run, but okay, we'll do a run just so I can get on the scoreboard, just so I'll get like some amount of gems like I do sometimes. Let's do it. Am I going to try and get a good score on solo raid today? No. All right. I have not done challenge run yet. I think, like, you guys know that, like, I frequently don't try too much on solo raid nowadays. There are exceptions. Like, I pushed hard on, like, the Stellar Blade one and stuff like that. But I think I'm extra unmotivated for this one because it's just, like, fucking Mother Whale again. Like, I don't know. I don't care because we've all fought this boss so many times. And, like, even just like this, it was the original solo raid one, and it's in the solo raid museum, and it's just like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, we'll do it. We'll try and get something. So here's the catch to make this a little interesting. It's bugged, yes. We know it's bugged. We know it is bugged. Although I thought they fixed the bug now. Kind of broke you today, and you want to see what you do. I mean, okay, well, I mean, you probably already know this, but what you do is you save your burst to, like, knock out the ads immediately. That's, like, the main thing. Yes, you can try and immediately take out the core, and it makes the rest of the fight a lot easier. But I don't know if that's possible in this particular solo raid. A lot of people are doing better in this just because people don't want to bother fighting Mother Whale. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe you play on mobile, but the parts are so hard for you to hit. Hitting the little cannons on the side is always difficult. That is definitely difficult. Yeah, I don't think it's bugged anymore, but I don't know 100%. Anyway, so here's the thing. We're going to make this a little interesting by keeping the same teams that I used previously, which will probably cook me. Because, let's see, we have iron units here. We have no iron... Wait, yeah, no iron units here. No iron units here. We have Eve here, because I forced her in the last raid, even though she wasn't a meta choice for it. So that's going to help me here. And then I do have an iron unit here, so... also, shotguns are going to be terrible against Mother Whale. But we're going to try this, okay? We're gonna go with these teams. Here we go. Yeah, if you have enough damage, you can nuke the core, yeah. Typically, it is possible. Dude, Vesti's burst is pretty badass. You thought this solo raid would be hard, but it's kind of fun. If you destroy the core, yeah. Alright, we're gonna try and knock out these ads right away. There we go. This team is surprisingly doing really well so far. So I'm saving my burst for the ads. I'm targeting the core whenever possible. There we go. The core is down. And now this is where I... Oh, okay, good. I did have DPS, so Crown could shoot through the shield. Look at that. The whale is suffering. Oh, shit. What's happening? Oh no, I failed it. I had no idea what the pattern was, so we're gonna die here. Yeah, we wiped. Alright, well, we learned that mechanic for the next one. Except we'll probably never get to that mechanic because we have no iron units on this one. Turns out Vesti was for the next raid, yeah. Alright, so we'll try and do as much damage as we can with this team before the whale puts up the shield that I'm not going to be able to shoot through. Try and knock out these ads. Shoot at the core, shoot at the core. Kill some more ads, shoot at the core. This core is actually pretty weak compared to a lot of versions of Mother Whale. This one is a lot easier to take out. Generally, the core you have to be pretty juiced to take it out immediately. But to be honest, this Mother Whale feels weak. Hey, what's up? Malk is in the chat. Okay, well, not shooting through the shield didn't wipe us, so we can keep going. Now I know what the pattern is, so we didn't just like insta-wipe there. So that helps. We might actually make it through with this team. Yeah, this is weak compared to the tower and the original solo raid version. Like this Mother Whale is kind of a bitch. Not really that threatening. If I made real teams for her, I could probably get a pretty good score. Without too much trouble, because this is definitely a worse version of Mother Whale than we've fought previously. Like, that big laser attack should have done a crap ton of damage to me, and it didn't really. Alright, so, I mean, like, in the second half, once the core is destroyed and you've gone through, like, the waves of ads, you can kind of just let them auto and, like, target the summoning ports, you know? Alright, we got 3 more teams. Alright, we have another team with no iron attackers, so we'll see what happens. I had Maid Anchor. Yeah, that's true. That's true. She was keeping me healthy. This team is definitely a glass cannon team, so I would not be surprised if we died. Oh no! I didn't mean to burst. I burst prematurely. That's not good. Okay, we took out the ads anyway, because our DPS is insane. Dude, this core can get wrecked. Who needs iron units? Oh, you're right. I 100% forgot. I do have an iron unit. Bruh. Rappy doing her thing. I forget about that so many times. Dude. Alright. Here we go. Another whale. Trying to whale. You don't need to be a whale to beat Mother Whale in this case. Dude, I have 0 defensive abilities, and only now did somebody finally go down. We'll get to burst eventually. Oh, it's all going down now. Alright. 10 seconds left, no big deal. We'll just aim at the whale. Screw the ads. Pew, 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 pew. Rapper with Eve was your carry team? Yeah, that checks out. Speaking of Eve, alright. Let's go. Raise applying shield. I mean, yeah. I guess I shouldn't say we have no defensive capabilities. Minimal defensive capabilities. Hello, Eve. Top tier jiggle. Yeah, it's true. Our burst gen is not super great with this team, but we're getting there. Okay. Oh, the core. Dude, the core has like a sliver of health left. These purple lasers, I think, are the most threatening thing that she does. But it seems like if you have any kind of healer or shields, it kind of doesn't matter anyway. Like, even that, like, it just didn't really do any damage. Is Mother Whale gonna try and shoot me with her Widow Lasers? Not relevant. Look at that. It doesn't do shit. Blanc more than keeps up with that. Can you one-shot or can you ignore them? Wait, what are we talking about? The ads? I would not ignore the ads. You do need to kill the ads, yeah. Alright, our last team is the shotgun team from last raid, and this is going to be terrible. Like, genuinely terrible. Because most of the time, Mother Whale is far away, and like, yeah, this is going to be bad, but whatever. Let's go. We do have an iron unit, so that's cool. That's cool. So hopefully, like, at least my play pattern is, like, helpful for people if you're watching. Like, obviously, don't use these teams. But you can see, you know, when I'm, like, bothering to take cover or, like, when I'm saving my burst, that kind of thing. Oh my god, kill the ads, please kill the ads. Definitely a bit slow on killing the ads, but you know what? Oh, we just took heavy damage. Dude, we are not killing these ads. Oh no, 2 went down. This is the beginning of the end, guys. Yeah, we got wiped. Alright, sure. Alright, well, we wiped with the first team because I didn't know what the quick time event pattern was, so I hit a white circle. And then we wiped with this team because it just sucks. Miraculously, I think I actually did pretty good with the other two teams, even though they were not teams made for Mother Whale. These were all teams just from the last raid. Yeah. Yeah, dude, we did no damage to the core with the shotgun team. That was terrible. Somehow, that still puts me in the top 2%. What the hell? I mean, obviously, we still have many days to go on the raid. That's going to fall off. But still, what are you... Are people trying on raids at all anymore? That was a trash run. This is proof that 98% of people need to really step up. Calling you out right now. All right. So yeah, all jokes aside, this looks like an easier version of Mother Whale than we typically have. Save your burst to wipe out ads, particularly for the first two big waves of ads that come. Destroy the core as soon as possible. And then otherwise, you can pretty much just auto the fight, and it helps if you have some kind of healer. I think those are your big takeaways for this Mother Whale solo raid. Okay, let's see. What do we have in inventory? Anything else that I want to open? No. Yeah, that's right, Dr. Eagles. Okay, we're going to do one multi, and then we're going to switch over to Malk. Malk, did you send me your account info? Bro, okay? If you want me to do your polls, I'm happy to. I'm down. But you didn't send it to me last time. That's why we didn't do it on the last stream. You got to send me your account details now. And then after I do the friendship poll, we can switch to your account. If not, then I'm going to switch over to Silver and Blood. All right, guys. Wish me luck here. Oh, there we go. The power of friendship finally came through. First one is Missless. What do we get? Pepper. One of my OG favorites. Pepper is a good IRL girlfriend candidate. Let's see. What does that take me up for Pepper? That's a W for a friendship poll. Core 6 on Pepper now. We're getting there. Pepper will be finished soon. Man, Pepper is so underrated. Just saying. Watching it played out encourages you compared to past whale experiences. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised. I was expecting it to be obnoxious as hell too, but doesn't look like it is. All right, and Malk, make sure you include what server you're on. I think you're on global, but make sure you include what server you are on. Method I'm using to log in, I'm assuming it's logging in through the Level Infinite Pass or whatever it is, right? Not directly into a Google account, but if it is, make sure you specify. Okay, so I will hit that BRB and log out, and then we'll do some polls on Malk's account, which is long awaited. We were going to do this last stream, so it looks like it's actually going to happen this time. Let's see, I got to restart the app so I can select a server. Yeah, I know there was some account issues that were unfortunate. Let's see, how do I, there we go, log out. Okay, and then can I choose a server from the launcher? I don't know if that's possible. I can't choose a server until I actually get into the game, right? I think that's how that works. Okay, so let me put in this email. And then let's see, here's a password. I can choose a server before I start the game. Can I? I don't really see anywhere to do that. It just says like log in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that. But I'll choose the server when I start the game. Okay, Malk, it said incorrect password. Incorrect password. Unless, is it trying to start me on the NA server? I don't see any option to change servers. All right, we're going to try this password. Oops. It said incorrect password again. I tried the second one that you did. You know, unless the problem is that it's trying to log me into the NA server. So let me try this. Hold up. I'm gonna log into me again, and then launch the game, and then change the server to global, and then try and log in to your account. And maybe that will work. Okay. Select server. Hello? Let's go to global, confirm. Okay, so I switched to global server. So now I'm going to go back to the launcher and sign out. And then try and log in as you. Okay, so password. And then we'll try this first password that you sent me. Nope, did not work. I'll try the second one that you sent me. Nope, did not work. So what other options do we have here, Milk? Oh, you just sent me a third one? Okay, I'm not sure where you're coming up with all these passwords, but all right, I think the third one worked. We got in. We got in. Okay, let's launch this bitch. We're back. We are back. Okay. Cool. So, Malk, what exactly do we want to do here? Let me know if there's any particular rules or goals that we need to keep in mind. I know Malk has saved up a ton of pulls, so that's pretty cool. But I don't know if we're going for a specific unit, if you want me to pull on different banners, etc. So friendship pulls and molds. Okay, so it's all friendship pulls and molds. You're a broke boy. All right, well, probably a lot of people can relate to that, so it's all good. You're a man of the people. And I include myself in that because what do I have right now? Like 6,000 gems or something dumb like that? It's been a minute. It's been a journey to do these polls with Malk. And for those of you who don't know, like before missing the stream like on Tuesday and then like the password shenanigans we just went through, Malk first told me he was saving a ton of polls like 6 months ago or something like that, and told me, he's like, all right, I got a goal to save up like X amount of molds and all that, and it's been a thing. So we're finally doing it. We're finally doing it. All right, we got Zwei in the background. What else do we have? We have the beautiful racer skin for Eve on Scarlet here. I'm pretty bitter about it, but you know, it is nothing. It's undeniable that this is a very good skin. A very good skin. Hey, look at that. We got Snow White, and I've never seen this background. You guys know I've never bought any of the backgrounds, and this like crystal background for Snow White with the skin, an excellent choice. I definitely approve. Cool. We got gacha skin for Noise as well, and MLB Rosa. I mean, yeah, come on. MLB Rosa. That is the best choice of all. But we're gonna go to Snow White because, you know, Snow White. So let's see what we're working with here. So I think bro, you haven't even bothered using your limit breaks. Okay. We have a lot of molds, guys. A lot of molds. Okay, so we got a crap ton of high quality molds. That's exactly how many that is. We have even more of a crap ton of mid quality molds. We almost have a crap ton of Elysian molds, as well as Missilus and Tetra. And even 7 Pilgrim molds. All right, that's gonna be kind of crazy. Let's see. Gems looking a little low. Yeah, for sure. Okay, and then for friendship polls, let's see. Where are we at? 6,600 friendship points. The power of friendship is strong with Malk. So hopefully that will be reflected in our actual gacha results. So as a reminder, everybody, we cannot get pilgrims. Obviously, we can't get limited units, but otherwise, anything is available in the friendship banner. So we'll see. Malk, let us know, what are you hoping for here? Do you have like a top 3? Anything that you're like really excited about, or just like anything? So while you are letting us know in chat, and welcome everybody who's just joining, we're doing 6,600 friendship points. So that's gonna be a lot of friendship polls. So yeah, let us know what like your top 3 hopes are, or anything that you're shooting for here. And while you are doing that, we're gonna start this off with our first multi-summon. Come on, let's go. Like a true shonen anime, give us the power of friendship. I used up the power of friendship with mine. I already got Pepper. I one-tapped Pepper, and now Malk will get 0 SSRs with all these friendship pulls. I'm sorry. Malk is hoping for Bay, Bay, and more Bay. Also Sora, Quincy, Emma, and Yunhua. Okay, okay, okay. So we want the new Absolute girls. Sora and Quincy. Quincy, a very cultured choice. And Bay, yeah, I can agree with that too. All right, let's go. Multi number 2. Hey, there we go. Second time, we got something. Maybe I didn't use up quite up all of the power friendship. Just a little bit of it. It is Elysian. Maybe we can get one of those absolute units that you want. I mean, yes, but no. A little trolly, but you know, it's trying. No, I'm not gonna leave feedback. Okay. It was like, you want absolute unit? Here's the absolute unit you have at home. Nothing. A big skipperoonie. All right, pull number 4. New Vesti is not in yet. Yeah. But we can't. Ooh, we got it. We got one. We can get Yunhua or what's her face? Just not New Vesti. A Missilus this time. Tia. Okay. Tia got a little excited to see us, but she, you know, got control of herself, if you know what I mean. Task failed successfully with that Vesti. Dude, for real. All right. Let's keep it going. We got a lot of pulls to go through. As a reminder, I will also be doing a bunch of sexy vampire pulls on Silver and Blood right after this. So stay tuned. Nothing on this one. Nothing on this one. Yeah, I would assume New Vesti will be with the next patch. Unless something weird happens. I would assume they will be. Another miss. Another miss. Let's try recruit again. Let's try recruit again. I'd never do that, but we're gonna try it. Garbo. I never do recruit again, and then occasionally I'm like, all right, I'll try it. Instant regrets because we never get anything good from just recruit again. We did get something good here though. One right in the middle. Missilus. Okay, we got another Missilus. My favorite girl here. That's a Tronny. That is a Tronny. Good event. Good event. I talked so much crap about her, but honestly, a well-written character. It's true. You know, you're right, Jack. You are right. I said I don't play horror games, and the next game I'm about to play is literally a gothic horror game. I don't know if that really counts, but that's true. That's true. Oh, Malk confirmed feet fetish. Malk is a feet connoisseur. Nothing on that one. Hey, shout out to the feet community. No hate. It's just not for me. All right. We got a gold spark this time. It's towards the end. It's towards the end. Elysian. Oh. A chance to do it right this time. Helm. Our original gacha unit. So any new players watching right now, Helm was our very first banner, if you didn't already know. And from that, I think she gained a pretty big fan base, just because people were hyped about like the first ever unit release. Feet is literally listed in the pro column on Pridewind's website. All right, if anybody ever questioned the validity of Pridewind's opinion previously, that's... I don't even need to say more, okay? I'm just, you know, yeah. Dr. Hero says, Helm is one of my favorites. She was literally core 7. First core 7. Nice. Alright, that's another miss. Alright, we're down to 5,300. Hey everybody, please give a like to the stream for Malk's friendship polls. He's saved up 6,600 points for all of you guys. Show some appreciation. It's a skip. Skipoo. Come on, Gold Spark. Change. My change jutsu didn't work. Dude, that's probably the cringiest shit I've said on stream ever. Forget that. I never said it. Malk says, your helm is already core 7. Alright, so you just got some wonderful currency. Hey, we got the change this time. It was just delayed. We got change. We got change. Alright, it's the third one. Elysian again. Elysian likes you. It's trying. It's doing its best. But we hit another helm. This is not the Elysian unit we're looking for, okay? The game is trying to give you the new absolute units, and it can't quite get there. All right, we're down. We're down to an even 5,000. Zero. Dude, of all the chances, like, the roster is so big right now, and we get 2 helms in a row. That's kind of crazy. Nothing again. Nothing again. Oops, didn't mean to do that at all. Let's go back. All right. Oop, we saw a little bit of milk booba. Helm is wonderful. A lot of people agree. There we go. We got another one. We got another one. Right after Rappy here. Missilus. I don't think we've pulled a single Tetra unit yet. Original Uni. Is she core 7 for you? Kind of got a kink in my shoulder blade. Uni, one of the more interesting characters in the game. Tragic development. That was poo 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 poo. Let's do a redo. Why'd I say original? Because she's got a new form. I mean, not that I could have pulled the new form, but I don't know. In the story, that's original Uni. Fattest cake. Dude, it's true. Honestly, Uni's cake, kind of underrated. It's true. All right, this is our 4,500 poll that we're doing. Is that a significant milestone? Not really, but you know, got to come up with something to say about this. As we pulled nothing over and over again. Dude, that was almost a solid R poll. The one SR saved us. Well, so far we have not gotten anything on the wish list. I mean, obviously there's no actual wish list, but you know, on his wish list, the things he's wishing for. I don't need to explain that more. You guys aren't dumb, right? You know what I'm saying. Bruh. Nothing again. Saw a uni cosplayer at anime convention this year. Looked just like her. Maybe 5'2". Yeah, I've seen a few uni cosplayers. There's definitely some good ones. I think she's a relatively popular unit to cosplay as. Alright, we're going down to 4,000 with this one. We're just testing the luck, yeah. I don't know, Malk. This might mean you need some new friends. Your friendship power is mid. Just saying. Let's break this up and do a few molds, okay? How about that? Let's do a batch of 10 mid-quality molds. See if these mid-quality molds are less mid than friendship. We got old Yunhua. Old Yunhua. Well, I don't know if that's what you're looking for. I think you're looking for the other version of her. And we got an aid. Obviously, the new version is not in there, unfortunately. Any new gacha you are looking forward to? Not really. Not right now. Not right now. Dude, you are getting trolled hard. 100%. Yeah. Shift Up has it out for you. All right, let's do another batch of 10. Let's do another batch of 10. I mean, 1 out of 10? Bro. I mean, we know that my luck on molds has changed. Back in the day, this would have been at least like 5 SSRs. Okay? Like, I could not miss, even on mid-quality molds, I had insane luck. Now, apparently, it takes 10 molds to get 1 Rumani. Rumani's a good-looking unit, at least, you know? Okay, let's go back to some friendship polls. Dude, the devs know their audience when they start in that camera shot for milk. Just saying. They know what most people are here for. All right, that's another miss. That is another miss. Let's try recruit again. Let's try recruit again. I always regret it, but you gotta try it once in a while. One day it will work. Like today. Today is that day. Okay, she's in the middle. Oh, I clicked past it too fast. It's Bay! We got there! All right. All right, so you know what that means? It means from this point forward, we do recruit again every single time because that's what got him the thing at the top of his wish list. We got Bay, and now we just need Bay, Bay, and Bay. Congratulations, Malk. Finally, something worked. I mean, the game's been trying this whole time. It's just, like, not quite on target. Nothing. Okay, okay. We can't get too many in a row. Yeah, the rules have changed, Dr. Eagles. Always do recruit again. Always do recruit again. Come on, come on, come on. All right, all right. This one should be another SSR. I said it should be, not that it would be, you know. In a universe that was kind, that would have been an SSR. Unfortunately, it did not work out. It's been a lot of misses, guys. I don't know. Is the recruit again energy depleted already? Good lord. Okay, that was like 7 misses in a row. Maybe not quite that many. Let's go back and do some molds. All right, we'll do we'll do the last 2 for mid quality. That's pretty bad. So we got what? A total of 3 SSRs out of 22 mid quality molds. That was not ideal. I'm sorry, Malk. I'm sorry. Okay. We have a lot of molds here. Let's do 5 at a time. 5 high quality molds right here. Okay. Not terrible. Okay, so we got a Tuve and we got a Ludmilla. 2 out of 5. If this was, you know, following statistics perfectly, it would have been 3 out of 5. Not bad. Tuve is good. Hopefully you haven't already maxed out Tuve. Let's try some more. 5 more. Dude, they love giving you the launch units. You have gotten so many day 1 units tonight. It's crazy. You've gotten Uni repeatedly. You've gotten Yunhua. You've gotten Helm repeatedly. You got original Vesti. These are all... like, who have you gotten that has not been a launch day unit? Like Helm, but she was the very first banner. You got that one Tuve. Am I mistaken? Are those the only units that were not day 1 release? I feel like those might have been... I think that's true, right? Unless, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's do another 5. Please. Come on. We gotta give some good stuff for the people here, okay? Please shift up. Give Malk some good pulls. Oh, we did get an Aid and a Tia. That's true. We got an Aid and a Tia. Those were not launch units. All right. All right, here we go. 5 more. These will also not be launch units. Okay. 4 out of 5. 2 of them are launch units. Volume, one of my favorite launch units. We got, where's Volume? Can we show her on screen here? Volume sitting right here in the case behind me. I think everybody loves Volume. Also, we pulled a Volume trading card in Y Schwartz packs in the last stream. So always good to see Volume. We got a Rumani. Actually, this is our second Rumani. So actually we had other non-launch units even beyond that. But it has been a lot of launch units. It has been a lot of them. Novel and then Biscuit. Yeah, second Rumani. We're getting a lot of repeats. All right, let's go back to the friendship polls. Get something good. I can't just say let's get something good. I have to ask for it nicely. All right, come on, please. Please give us new Yunhua. Okay, maybe that was a little too specific. Let's okay, not be too demanding. Let's try this again. Please give us an SSR. Give Malk an SSR. Hey, there we go, there we go, there we go. All right, all right, all right. Gotta wake up the luck spirits and ask nicely. But not be too demanding, you know? We got Tetra this time. Another bay, another bay, another bay. Bready. All right, all right, all right, all right. One of the thickest units in the game. We got a Bready. I don't know how you feel about her, but you know, she's a decent character. That's a W? Nice, nice. All right, let's keep it going. We're going under 3,000 now. If you're just joining the stream, please give it a like. We're going through 6,600 friendship points and a ton of molds. Malk likes them thick. Malk exposing himself here. First, telling us he likes feet. Now saying he likes the chubby girls. And just to be clear here, I'm just saying that, you know, he's sharing his desires, not that any of those things are negative. We got nothing. We got nothing. As Nikke players, most of us like him thick. Let's be real. We were not ready for Bready. That's true. Nothing. We weren't ready for that too. Come on, come on. SSR. Orange Spark. Orange Spark. Let's go. Change. All right, we'll go one more. We'll go one more. This is our last poll before we go to some molds and then come back again. Okay, it was the last one for a reason. The luck had left. Okay. Let's do our last 3 high quality molds. Bay, Bay, and Bay. I mean, we're continuing the theme here of launch units. I don't know how you feel about Crow. She's definitely a polarizing character. Warlock says we have Summer Eleg and Anise, only missing Summer Bready for the holy trinity of thickness. All right, let's do... Let me see. So we got 9, 8, 7, and 7. Okay. So let's do 2 Elysian molds. We're going to get them all to the same number. We're going to go to 7 on all of them, okay? 7 on all of them. Yeah, Lone Syndicate is happy that you got Crow. Congratulations. Okay. Elysian molds. This is our chance, guys. This is where we can get Emma and Unhwa. Okay, we got 2 SSRs. And one of them is K. I feel like that's probably a win. There's no way you have maxed out K. Double SSR. No, that looks pretty good. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. So we got to do 1 poll here for Missilus molds. 1 poll for Missilus. Another uni. Uni is in the house today. We got unis coming out of our ears. Okay, so now we got 7 on all the molds. Let's go back and try some more friendship polls. Nothing. We'll recruit again. Hope you guys are all having fun with this. I know I am. I think Malk is enjoying the torture too. Yeah. Secret uni rate up event. She's going to make a cameo in the Resident Evil collab. Honestly, with Uni's new form, she totally could be in the Resident Evil collab. I don't see it happening, but she could be. All right, let's get an SSR this time. Orange Spark. Okay, we're getting down to 2,000 points on this one. 2,000 points on this one. $2,000 points and nothing to show for it. Okay, let's go back to the molds. Back to the molds. We're gonna let's do them one at a time at this point, okay? Okay, and we'll just like alternate through the manufacturers. So here we go, Elysian. Dude, it loves giving you the dupes. We just pulled her. Oh my gosh. And you do have her maxed out. So unfortunately, you got some DNA for Query. I kind of like Query, but I don't think that's what you're looking for. All right, let's do a Missilus. Belorta. Okay, okay. Tetramold. Tetramold coming in. This could be Bay. Or it could be Idol Sun or whatever her name is. Is it Idol Sun? Idol Flower, excuse me. What's her butt? Okay. First Pilgrim mold of the night. Okay. I need everybody to collectively focus on positive thoughts here. We want Malk to get some good pilgrims. This is where it really matters. Okay? Okay? Let's get something good here. First Pilgrim mold. Hey, we got a crown! That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right. That is one of the better results we could have gotten. Congratulations, Malk, on crown. That's a W. Probably, other than that bay that we got, this is probably the best thing that we've gotten tonight. That is a win. Okay. Another Elysian mold. Emma. New Emma. Let's get new Emma. Freaking Belorta. Alright, we got a Missilus mold. Dude, that was his first additional copy of Crown. She was at Limit Break 0 for years, and you finally got her. Dude, that is a huge win. That's even more of a win than I realized. Well, congrats, Malk. I'm glad you got her. Okay, Missilus. Okay. Ah, but it's DNA, so you already have Maxwell maxed out. That's unfortunately. All right. I mean, I always like to see a Maxwell. We did hit, unfortunately, another launch unit that you had maxed out. It loves giving you those. Okay, Tetra. This could be Bay. Or it could be Rappy, famously manufactured by Tetra. All right, all right. Pilgrim mold number 2, guys. I need us all to lock in again. Pilgrim mold number 2. We got crown. Let's do a repeat. Yeah! Dude, you can't make that up. 2 crowns in a row. All right. Good job, everybody. We did lock in. Malk went from having Limit Break 0 crown to now having Limit Break 2 crown. Dude, that is crazy. Congratulations, Malk, on yet another crown from your Pilgrim molds. This is where all the luck is going. Okay, let's go back to some polls. And let's go down to 1,000 friendship points. Going to 1,000. If you're not already, please give a sub. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, I'd appreciate a follow. Let's try and get some good stuff for Malk. Come on. Dude, the friendship pulls have been rough. Let's get an SSR. Orange Spark. Let's go. Did not get there. How many did we do? To start at 2,000? Okay, we've only done 3. We've only done 3 of them. Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. Pull number 4 for this batch. Pull number 4, nothing. $1,500 right here. We're halfway through before we go back to molds. Okay, statistically speaking, that's when we should have hit one. So like every 6 multis is when you should get an SSR. But it doesn't always work out that way. Here we go. 7th pull for this batch. Bruh. I don't know why I'm going through these banners. All right. Come on, Orange Spark, Orange Spark. Have we gotten a single double on the friendship pulls? Was that when we got Aid and What's-Her-Face together? Was that from molds or did we get a double? I don't think we've gotten a double yet tonight. Maybe the friendship pulls help offset the mold luck? Yeah, maybe. I mean, honestly, I'd rather have better luck on the molds. If it's one or the other. I think the molds are the way to go. That was molds? Yeah, so we haven't gotten a single double. Okay, last one before we go back to molds. Last one. This is our 10th multi. Please. Orange Spark. Good lord, that is rough. That is rough. Okay. To the inventory. Back to Elysian molds. A second shot at getting new Emma and Eunhwa. Dude, the launch units keep on coming. Little trivia for you guys. Signal was one of my first 5 units that broke me through the 160 wall. All right, Missiles mold. Okay, okay. I feel like Mana is kind of the W. That's not bad. That's not bad. Lone Syndicate says they just dropped Ada's shooting pose and she is using her crossbow. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's take a quick break. Oh, so it's her cover pose. But yeah, okay. Here. Yeah. There she is. Looks pretty good. But yeah, the crossbow is cool. I'm a fan of them like introducing this crossbow. I'm going to assume the crossbow is going to function like a sniper rifle, probably, right? Like, just mechanically, that would kind of make the most sense for a crossbow. I mean, they could, in theory, make it whatever they want. But, I feel like a sniper rifle probably makes the most sense, right? Or like a rocket launcher? It could be a rocket launcher, I suppose. But one of those, like, single shot things, right? Because, like, you're not going to, like, spray with an SMG with a crossbow. Yeah. Not bad. I have to say, of the 3 units, I'm most excited for Ada. Or whatever. What the heck is her name? Ada? Yeah, Ada. Ada Wong, because, like, again, I don't know anything about the franchise. And, like, a crossbow seems cool and unique. I like her red outfit. So, Ada, without knowing anything about the characters, is probably the one that I am most excited for. Anyway, we got Amana. Okay. Oh, hey, thanks for coming through, Vermouth. Hope you have a good dinner. What you really want to see is Shift Up. Should really do a collab with Ghost in the Shell. Dude, honestly, a Ghost in the Shell, he also mentions Alita Battle Angel and Xenoblade. A collab with Ghost in the Shell would be freaking epic. It would be absolutely perfect thematically, but I can't imagine that happening. I'd be shocked if that actually happened. All right. Do we have, oh, no. Okay. It's Tetra time. TT time. Tetra time. Teddy time? What? Tetra. Let's go. Novel. Bro. Like, you will keep getting duplicates over and over. Fortunately, this is not one you had maxed out, but yet another novel, another launch unit. That's how it is. That's how it is. Okay, it's a pilgrim mold. Pilgrim mold number 3, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. Our 3rd pilgrim mold. You guys didn't lock in that time. Famously, Nikke is a pilgrim. Secret 5th member of Pioneer, or however many. Dude, I feel like they keep adding members to, like, Pioneer, and, like, I don't know how many members are now going to have been supposedly part of Pioneer, but, you know. Nikke was one of them, apparently. She comes from a pilgrim mold. All right. Let's go down to 3 of each, and then we'll go and finish off our friendship polls. Elysium. Another chance at new Emma. Or it could be Anne, you know. That's a thing too. Missilus mold. Here we go. Mika really likes you. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, Tetra. Bruh. Okay. Pilgrim mold again. We can do this. We slipped last time, but we had 2 crowns in a row. Come on, guys. Everybody in chat, I want to see prayer emojis, okay? All of you. Prayer emojis. Okay. We got one from Dr. Jiggles. More prayer emojis, guys. Do it for Malk. We got to get something good out of this mold. Maybe we can get Maximum Bright Crown. Dude, how epic would that be if we actually got Maximum Bright Crown from these random pilgrim molds? Malk says, any SSR, but red hood, please. Okay, we're getting more prayer hands. We got them from Malk. We got them from Raisin. Doctor, dude. All right. Cool. Keep them coming, guys. Let's do this. Ether. Destroyed. Okay. Maybe we got too greedy there. Maybe we got too greedy. Let's go back to the friendship polls. I appreciate the effort everybody put in. Maybe it was too much. We can't force things all the time. All right. We're going into our last 1,000 friendship points. Can I turn a light on? It's probably just gonna make me hella orange. Let me see. I forgot my actual light again. That's not too bad. That's not terrible. Okay. So I just turned on the lamp. It's a little yellowy, but whatever. Whatever. Maybe this will help us get an orange spark. No? Alright, no correlation there. No correlation. I was hoping. I was hoping. No, we are just doing friendship and molds, Lone Syndicate. Hey, finally! Dude, after a massive dry spell. Oh, it's the very first one. It's missiless. Drake. Yet another launch unit. You did not have her maxed, though. So thankfully, it is not a useless copy. Alright. You got a Drake. Drake. Still putting in good use, honestly. A very good launch unit. That's your last copy? Okay. Hey, 2 in a row! 2 in a row! We're coming back! We're coming back! Okay, it's in the middle. Missless again. Julia. You can't make this up. The launch units are crazy. All right. Well, hopefully you're going for treasure on Julia. Julia treasure is actually quite strong. She is very good with the treasure. It's true. I'm trying to look at the bright side here, guys. All right, we're down to our last 700. Can we get 3 in a row? We can get 3 in a row. We got the change. Yeah, year 1 nostalgia. You didn't know today was Throwback Day? Yeah. Flashback Friday. Does anybody still do that hashtag? Not really. We got Tetra, though. Viper. All right. If you don't have her maxed out, I'm going to call that a win. I just used Viper in the raid. Was she good? But no. I mean, that's not her fault. It's just because I used her against Mother Whale, which makes no sense. Okay, you did not have her maxed out. Viper was also not a launch unit, and she looks delicious. I'm just going to say it. Yeah. Dude, that's a W. And we got 3 in a row. 3 in a row. And Viper was a win. Okay. Four in a row. 4 in a row. Let's go. It's payback time. Tetra again. Okay. It could be Bay. Or it could be Aid, who we already got, because it loves to give you duplicates of units that we already pulled. Alright, okay. Our final 500, guys. The final 5. Here we go. Oh, I just heard a cat mew. IRL, there's a cat mewing. Is the mic picking it up? Dude, the cat just messed up our juju. The meowing did not help. Orange spark. Let's get it back. Hey, there we go. Dude, this last 10 multis have been way better than like anything the entire stream. I think it's the next one. Elysian. Hey? Hey? You can't make this up, guys. Can't make this up. It will not give you the correct Elysian unit. It was like, I can give you absolute, but it has to be a launch version. Alright, alright, alright. Three more. Three more. Meow? Hello? Hello? Yeah? Can you hear me? Alright. Cat is still meowing in the background. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Absolutely wrong one. Dude, for real. For real. Okay. Last 200. Do I have a cat? That is not my cat mewing in the background, no. Dang it. Although, I do like cats. I have had cats in the past. I kind of grew up with a lot of cats. Okay. This is our last one. This is our last one. At least we haven't gotten all the original absolute units. Emma hasn't shown up yet. There's still time, Lone Syndicate. There's still time. The cat is saying, please pull Nero. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's go. Orange Spark. The final friendship pull. All right. We're ending on a high. We got an SSR. We're back. Elysian, come on. We have a chance. Holy shit. You Helm. Guys. Helm. Helm. I can only say Helm because the game can only give you Helm. Well, you got more DNA, which will hopefully be useful to you. All right, we're back to molds. We got 3 Elysian molds, guys. 3 Elysian molds. It could be new Emma, new Eunhwa, and another new Emma. Not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying it's possible. It's possible. Let's do this. Celine. Okay. We did hit an SSR. And of course it is a launch unit. That's the rules now, guys. That is the rule. Okay? We can only get launch units. Can't make this up, guys. You can't. Hello again, Celine. Am I having deja vu here? Okay. This is our last Elysian mold. This is going to be our 3rd Celine. All right. Dude, if I would have lost my shit if that was a 3rd Celine. All right, here we go. 3 missileless molds. That's a miss. All right. Here we go. Second one. Another Tronny. Another Tronny. I feel like out of 6,000 polls and like 60 molds or whatever the total has been, more than that, more like 100 molds if you count all the mid-quality molds, we've gotten like a dozen different units. And then we just get repeats of that same dozen units over and over again. Oh my gosh. All right. At least it's not maxed. Yeah, and Mal collects feet, so, you know, that works. Okay. Our last missileless mold. What do we got? Quincy. All right, I'm going to say that is an absolute win. Okay. I'm going to look, we got double crown, we got a bay, and then I feel like this is probably the best thing we've gotten since. I'm going to put Quincy there in like the top 5 wins here. This is a good one. Massive Omega W. Dude, Malk agrees. All right, nice. Okay. We're moving on to Tetra. Dr. Eagles showing off the Quincy emojis. Quincy was on the list. Yeah, I think you're right. Because it was like a bunch of bays that he wanted. And then he wanted Quincy and Unwa and Emma. All right, Tetra. Screw you, novel. How many times are we going to see your face? We got another Tetra mold. But we get a missileless SR. All right, last Tetra mold, guys. Last Tetra mold. It's a miss. Okay. This is it, guys. This is the final 3 polls we have. It's 3 Pilgrim molds. We have to put some positive energy into the universe again. Come on. Out of everything that we have here, obviously Snow White is a W, no matter what. Snow White is a W. Malk said anything but Red Hood. We're hoping for a third crown. Cinderella would be great. I feel like Grave would be good. Rappy Red Hood. Little Mermaid. Mihara. There's so many good options. Chat is popping off. All right, let's try this. Okay. Pilgrim, right? Kinda. If you squint, she's a pilgrim. If you know, you know. Okay, let's try the second one. Hey, we got a Modernia. All right. That's pretty cool. That's W. Modernia still putting in work. I think we did the most damage to Mother Whale with the Modernia team. Was that all because of Modernia? Maybe not, but you know, Modernia is still doing well. That's good. Okay. All right, last one, guys. Last one. And we got a Dorothy. Okay. There we go. Ended on a good note. We got yet another Pilgrim. I'm going to say these were some pretty fire Pilgrim molds. Like, we hit, what, 5 out of the 7 of them? That was pretty great. And 2 of them were crown, and Malk needed crown more than like any other Pilgrim. So that was pretty cool. This was a lot of fun. That was a lot of molds. Way more friendship polls than probably anybody has ever done in a single session. Once again, please give the stream a like. If you're watching on YouTube, consider a sub or a follow on Twitch. Show some appreciation for Malk in the chat. Thank you, Malk, for sharing your account. It's always fun doing viewer polls. Malk has been a longtime supporter of the channel, longtime viewer. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Don't go anywhere. We are going to immediately continue doing polls, but this time for sexy vampires. So let me hide my screen really quick, and I will log out of Malk's account. How do I do this? How do I log out? Account. Log out. Malk says, "I'll get my membership back soon, bro. You've been being broke." Dude, don't worry about it, Malk. You were a member for quite a while, and you've been a consistent viewer, and I appreciate that. Do whatever you can do. All right, so let me launch the game. Vic, are you ready? Make sure you're not like in your game. Let me see what your info was.
Silver and blood.
Got to change. Let's see. Switch accounts. We're logging in through Gmail, I believe you said. Yes, Gmail. Okay, cool, cool. What? Hold up, hold up. That,
Silver and blood.
I need to switch accounts. No, that's... It's not what I'm trying to do here. Switch account. Why is it automatically doing this? I've never tried logging in to a different account on this. So give me a second here. I think I might know the problem. So just a moment. Vic says, "I'm washing dishes." All right, all right. But you are listening. Okay, okay.
Silver
As long as you're
and
able
blood.
to listen. Okay, so let's try this again. Switch account. Google. Okay, use other account. All right, all right. I think we're gonna get this to work this time. Grab a password. Okay, you need to enter a code, dude. You need to enter a code. I don't know if you're gonna be able to, but I just sent you the code on Discord. So if you can take a second, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get in. Or it says you just need to tap yes, but a number popped up. So I don't know, tap yes that it's you, or if it asks you to enter a code, I sent it on Discord. Either way, got to do the thing to confirm that you're okay with being logged in. Hold tight, everybody. Did it work? Did it work? Something happened. I think it just... Oh. We have a new number. We have a new number. New number. New number. Did it work this time? Hello? Maybe? Okay, I think I managed to switch accounts now. We'll see what happens in a second.
Silver and blood.
Okay, yes. Okay, good. All right, we are in Vic's account now. Let me adjust the screen. Let's see. Fit to screen. Okay. Cool. So we are in Vic's account. This is Silver and Blood. This is the first time I've done viewer polls for this game, so this is going to be a lot of fun. And Vic is basically saying that I can do whatever I want. So his goal here is to break the 160 wall. And he said I should just treat it as if it was my account and just like do whatever I got to do. He's saved up. Let's go to Embrace. Let's see who's in his lobby. I don't have this unit, by the way. So he's already got a girl that I don't have. Looking good. Oh, he only has one unit set up in his lobby. Okay, all right. Well, cool. He's still flexing on me with the unit that I don't have. So let's go to Embrace. He has 180 polls. So we're going to be doing them on the Blue Dawn banner. And there is a wish list for this. Welcome, everybody. Let me change my game that I'm playing really quick here on Twitch. It is Silver and Blood. There we go. And you know what? Maybe I'll post this on Discord too. Okay, so let's see what is currently on his wish list. It's called the Altar. So the only things that he does not have on his wish list are Van Helsing and Acapella. Acapella is like a staple unit, so that's good. It makes sense. Van Helsing is the strongest physical DPS in the game and just a generally good unit. So totally makes sense. Everything else here, he's going for dupes on them. So we'll adjust as we need to when I'm polling, but we'll see how it goes. Malk says he's working on his homework for tax returns. Wow, yeah, sounds super exciting. All right, so both Vic and Malk are hard at work while I'm doing their polls. Okay, so let's do our first 10 poll, see what we got. We're looking for that third hammer strike. Don't think we got it on the first one. That was a miss. Oh, really quick, let's take a look at his units right now. Okay, Del Carlo, definitely his strongest or most built unit. Doesn't need to be in the Altar anymore. A very good unit. Also got Timeless Iona, a single copy of her. So we're trying to get another copy of Bella and Darcius. That's like, so then that would give us 3 with Del Carlo. Love that he has Fleeting Bella. Also has Lorelei, super lucky man here. And another Piera. So Darcius, Bella, and Piera are going to be our biggest targets. And then after that, just kind of like any duplicate, right? Hey, here's my favorite girl, Otavia. At least he's got one copy of her. Okay, so let's do our second poll. Oops, that's not how we do that. Go to Embrace. All right. Poll number 2 out of 180 polls. That's a miss. That is a miss. All right, third time is the charm, right? Let's do this. Another miss. No. Okay. Fourth one. Ooh, we got there. Okay. Here we go. Third hammer strike. What'll it be? No matter what, it's good because it's on the wish list. So there's no real losses here. This is one of the most badass summoning animations. It's so good. And I love that it's in the like 2D, like handwritten anime style.
I'll stand firm against the enemies.
The strong devour the strong.
Two Baphomets in a row. Okay. Okay, here it is. Here's our SSR.
I have always awaited the arrival.
A starry-eyed Iona. Dude, what a good way to start out. That is a huge W. One of the most useful units in the game. She's beautiful as well. Congrats, Vic, on your starry-eyed Iona.
Allow me to accompany you.
The strong devour.
Heck yeah. All right. So, with starry-eyed Iona, let me double-check and see what that is for you. Is that your first copy of her? Yeah, so that takes you to Limit Break 1 on starry-eyed Iona. Okay. Definitely a good one to get. So let's go back to Embrace. Show me that third hammer strike. I think we got there. You can hear them singing in the background. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Oh, and we got to be on theme here, guys. There we go. Got the blood lighting again. Ooh, it's the first one.
I've read about the day.
Quinn! Dude, you are hitting the meta units. First starry-eyed Iona, then Quinn. That's a W.
The strong devour.
Allow me to accompany you.
Anything else? Anything else? No. All right, only one. I was like hoping there was going to be a double there, but dude, starry-eyed Iona and then Quinn is massive. Congrats. All right. Can we get 3 in a row? We cannot get 3 in a row. Can't get too greedy. Can't get too greedy. Okay. Let's just keep going. Keep going. We don't need to change anything about the altar. Because, yeah, we got Quinn and starry-eyed Iona. Cool. We got a limit break on each of them. Ooh, we got another one. We got another one. Vic is having pretty good luck here. Of course, Vic has the benefit of the altar, whereas Malk was doing friendship pulls in Nikke. Not that that changes the rates, but, you know, you're more likely to get the things you actually want, at least.
I'll stand firm against the enemies.
Who's it going to be?
Is possessing a heart something to rejoice
Cecia. So this is a unit that I do not have that I would love to get. She's one of the few units that I don't have. There's like 3 that I'm missing. And she's pretty good and currently has a skin. So if you buy the pass right now, you get a really good skin for Cecia. I'm going to count that as a W. She's a pretty good unit as well. Ooh, and it was a double. Okay, we got a second SSR. Acapella! Heck yeah. Huge win. Congratulations, Vic. You got your first copy of Acapella.
Allow me to accompany
Dude, that's crazy. Possibly the most universally applicable unit in the game. I mean, Timeless Iona probably really is. But Acapella just like is an amazing support that goes on any team, any kind of game mode. So getting Cecia and Acapella together, huge W. Congrats. So what does that do? So for... okay, so you got Acapella. We're going to leave her on the list. And then for Cecia... That takes you to Limit Break 2. You only need 1 more for Maximum Break on Cecia. If you guys don't know... If we go to the... Is it the event? Which one is it? Hello? One of these things. Here it is. Yeah, there is the skin for Cecia. So I don't know. I don't know if you've gotten this already. It doesn't look like you did. This is something I would be tempted by. I am so far free to play in Silver and Blood, but if I pulled Cessia, I'd be tempted to get this. Okay, let's go back to it. Still don't need to make any changes to the altar. All right, chat. Everybody, wish Vic good luck, please. I'd like to see some prayer emojis in the chat. Vic, I mean, honestly, he kind of doesn't even need the luck. He's had some really good luck. We're pulling some great stuff for him. But let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. We're going down to 100 pulls. This one didn't get there. All right. 100 pulls left. This is our halfway mark right here. Nothing. Nothing. All right. Down to 90. Welcome, anybody just joining the stream. Leave a thumbs up and wish Vic some good luck. We're doing viewer polls. It's a miss. It's a miss. We got too many good things in a row. we couldn't do too much more. Ooh, this next one is going to get you your next embrace. So you'll get your next selector coffin from this pull. So that's exciting. No matter what, this is a win right here. We do not get a third strike. But you get a lot of points for the store. And you can claim your selector coffin. Which means, if you have both selector coffins... Let's see, did you save your other one? Let's go to the inventory. You already opened the other one. Okay, but you have one. You have one in the pocket. So we'll just say like Bella's already completed. So then you'd have 1, 2. You still need 3 units, and you're 1 away on Pierre and Darcius. Okay. To embrace. Let's do it again. Yes, we got there. Can we get another double? That would be crazy. Dude, we never got a single double for Malk, right? We got some W's by the end there, but did we ever get a single double for Malk? I don't think it happened. Will we get a secret ancestor? It's possible. What if we just like randomly got Timeless Iona right here?
I'll stand firm against the enemies before.
Let me make one thing clear from the...
Wait, are they on this banner? I think they're on this banner, right? I'm pretty sure they are. All right, who is it?
Is possessing a heart something to
Another Cessia. Hey, that's what we want. We want the dupes. This is very good luck. This is very good luck. Let me just double check. I think you can get the ancestors. Oh, no, you can't. Yes, you can. I just lied. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you can. So, you never know. If we randomly get, like, a Timeless Iona, Transcendent Haughty, Seth, Lamine, that would be pretty epic. All right, we got 60 left. Nothing on that one. Let me double check. What do you have for Cessia? Oh, so that's max limit break. Okay, so let's change this, okay? Right? Because you have 2 of her.
Do you also have things you cannot forget?
Yeah. We have 2 of these. Okay, so she's finished. So let's change her. Do we want to change her? I think we probably do. Out of the units on here. I mean, Frederick is pretty good. Agnes is pretty good. Amy and Selena are not super amazing. You have Quinn, so Frederick is much less valuable. I'm going to say we should add Agnes. Yeah. We'll you know, keep it waifus for you. Also, do we have any options here instead of Kane? We don't. Okay, okay. Cool. So we will we'll leave that as is then. Okay, here we go. Down to 50 polls. Missed out on that one. Missed out on that one. Another miss. Last three multis. Last three multis. Okay, we got two more. Two more. We're actually pretty close to clearing the 160 wall. Like you're on the cusp. This was not it. This was not it. Also, keep in mind, you can buy the copies in the store. Let me see how much currency you have. If you go to the shop.
See anything you like?
Okay, so you're close to being able to buy two of them. Ironically, Cessia is one of the ones in the store right now. Starry-Eyed Ione is in the store too, which is pretty nice.
Please come again.
So you're probably going to get there pretty soon. Alright, this is our last one though, guys. Last one. Last one. Last multi for Vic's account. We've gotten some great stuff already, but let's try and end on a high. Would love to see an SSR show up right here. Ooh, we did, we did. All right, let's make it a good one. Imagine it's another, like, double. That'd be crazy. I feel like let's just say we're having a little better luck with Silver and Blood than we did with Nikke. Without being too specific about it. Bella! That's a W. There you go. That is Max Limit Break Bella. That is perfect. An excellent unit and exactly what you needed to get another Max Limit Break.
Impress me and I make...
Can we get another secret one here?
The strong
Another double? Another double?
Here again.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Another SSR?
Allow me to accompany you.
Alright, alright, alright. Excellent. So you're probably gonna want to change your altar. So I would take Bella off and then add probably Augustine. I mean, you could kind of take your pick. These are all PvP units. Augustine is probably the most useful for doing the, like, get over here thing. Seth might be all most powerful. I'm a fan of Mass personally, but yeah, we'll go with that. You can change that, of course, if you want to. All right, well, pretty good polls, Vic. That was definitely some good polls. Congratulations and thank you for sharing your account. Once again, if you guys haven't already, please give the stream a like or a follow if you're watching on Twitch. It's always fun doing viewer polls. And thank you for sharing your account, Vic. So I'm going to log out of your account. Let's see, how do I do this? Go to settings. Maybe I can't log out here. I might have to log out from the main menu screen, I think. All right, so give me a second. close this. Let's see, sign out here.
Silver and blood.
Let's see, switch account. Google. Okay.
Silver and blood.
Silver and blood. And we're back. Oh, why is it weird? Let me resize. Hello? And resize. There we go. All right. Let's see. Vic says, appreciate it, Sparks. Those were some good polls. I'll definitely be buying the Starry-Eyed Iona copy in the shop. Nice. You also still haven't opened the 2 free coffins for the standard SSRs. Oh, okay. I thought so that makes sense, actually. I didn't claim the coffin for you. That's why it looked like you had already used it. My bad. So yeah, good. You having the 2 coffins still, and being able to get the copy in the shop, you're pretty much set. You're like on your way already. 2 MLBs plus an acapella. Yeah. And a Quinn and a Starry-Eyed Iona. Dude, it was excellent results. All right, so in my account, I have not broken the 160 wall technically, but I could at any time.
Thank you for your
I've been kind of slow rolling things, and I don't want to do it until like I need to at the last second, right?
We have more over here.
And I've been buying recently. I've been buying, if it shows up as the marksman crystal ball, I've been buying those recently since I got my first copy of Pavana. But I think pretty soon I'm gonna start saving for Pavana copies again. But I've just been getting the marksman crystal balls just so I can finish up Timeless Iona's skills. Also, I want to be able to finish this up, but I won't until I can get to exactly 30, so I can level up the Eye of Truth again for Timeless Iona, as well as other units, of course. Use it a bunch too. So that's kind of like what I'm working on at the moment. Grab some free things. Some more stuff. Send some friend points. Can I get a copy of Cessia, please? One of these days? She has evaded me up until now. She's kind of cool, honestly, even in her standard, but I think the skin is a pretty big upgrade. Something about her, even though her, like, her dress and her, like, pose is honestly very similar, but somehow this is just a lot more appealing. I'm not sure exactly why, than her standard one. Like, let's see. Let's look at her. Where is she? Well, let me show her. No? Hello? There we go. Like, I don't know. Arguably, this is extremely similar, but something about this just, like, doesn't hit, you know? Whereas the skin looks really, really good, even though it's, like, kind of the same thing. I'm not sure how to explain that, really. Vic says, I'm also building to your 1,000 blue tickets once again for Nikke. Nice. Dude, you and Malk are crazy self-control savers when it comes to the polls. Okay. Let's go into the event. Do some stuff. Dude, the art for Stella is just so good. I'm kind of starting to think maybe I do want to try and pull for a copy of Stella. I do really like her design. I do really like her design. All right, Cosmic Singularity. Number 5.
The hour of execution has come.
Oh boy, this is my bonus team, so I do not want to use this team. Definitely don't want to use this team. Okay, let's bring out the big guns.
Every me stands with you now.
It's kind of annoying. The one thing I will say is that yes, you can save teams, but I wish it just saved the team that you used last for that game mode. Most games will do that, but like in this game, it'll just be whatever last team you used for anything, and then you'll end up with like stuff that you don't want to use for that situation. So you got to make sure you're not like too click happy. I think that's a quality of life that could really improve. I'm going to move everybody over one.
We fight to bring
All right. I should probably just save some more teams, but the reason why like the saving pre-made teams isn't super helpful in this kind of situation is because for every event you're gonna have different bonus units, right? And so you're still gonna have to like build new teams all the time, which is not ideal. You know, I wish just like at the beginning of the event, whether I was doing the story and I wanted the bonus units, I could just pick those and then they would stay in that game mode for the rest of that. And then for other game modes, whatever team I used, it would save that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, Bob, you've had that experience as well. You're like, what is happening? Why am I losing? All right, easy clear, easy clear. I think number 4 was actually the most difficult stage of this particular event's Cosmic Singularity. Okay, a familiar... I think I already did my runs. I did. Okay, all right. So don't need to worry about that. This minigame kind of confuses me. I'm like not really sure what's going on. I've cleared it, but I just... Anyway, maybe I should actually look into it before the event ends. Claim some more stuff. The fact that we're getting a free Albrecht is kind of crazy to me. Albrecht is a pretty good unit. I wouldn't pull on his banner because we're going to get a free one, but he's a very good unit to just be getting for free. And two events in a row. Getting our free Agnes last time and now Albrecht this time is very cool. It's very cool. This game knows how to treat the players well. All right, to the shop. Buy some scrolls. Honestly, it might be the devs really trying to make up for past sins with other games. Warlock says, I just assemble spiders and hit skip ahead. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing too. I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. Okay, let's go to... You know what, let's just do this right away. I'm not going to do any more story on stream tonight anyway, so I'll just claim this. Might as well. And then maybe I can level some people up. Yes. Level up
efficiency,
Bella.
higher profits.
Slowly approaching level 160.
Such warmth. Being here, I have to keep moving.
Okay, then move. If you have to keep moving, do what you gotta do, girl. Oh my god, it's too many things to click. Okay, to the castle, to the castle.
Wander around aimlessly.
Cool thing about Silver and Blood event shops is that they give you 20 scrolls as opposed to 10 rainbow tickets. Yeah, and 20, they give it to you of both types. You get the white scrolls and the red scrolls. So you get a total of 40 pulls in this event. Plus just like blood gems from completing like general like daily things in the event as well. Plus a free Albrecht if you complete everything. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Dr. Yo says Ada's weapon is confirmed to be a rocket launcher. Is it? Let me look. We got more info about her? I'm surprised we got more info tonight. Oh yeah, we got the animation. Okay. Quick break back to Nikke for a second. Let's see.
My identity? Sorry, that's a secret. I am willing to hear your story, though.
Pretty good voice acting.
My identity? Sorry, that's a secret.
So let's see. Manufacturer abnormal affiliation BST. I don't know what BST stands for. And yes, rocket launcher burst crossbow. Ada works alone, staying laser focused on her mission and keeping emotional ties at bay. All right. Her true motives and identity. And Ada Wong is just an alias. All right. Hopefully that means something to Rez fans. But she's a good-looking unit. Like I said, she's the one that I'm most excited about for this particular collab. And rocket launcher does make sense. Like, I thought sniper maybe even a little more sense, but yeah, I can see it. All right. Back to the game. Yeah, and rate up banners are 4%. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Silver and Blood is quite generous. All right, to the council chamber. Regard canceling the castle's daily evening gatherings. Okay. Let's see. Several vassals have reported that the daily evening meetings are inefficient and disrupt their regular sleep. Dude, people don't like excessive meetings, okay? Like, this could have just been an email. We've all said that at some point. Send me a Teams message, god damn it. We don't need to do meetings. Okay. Maybe a little bit of my own frustrations bleeding through here. They propose we discontinue them entirely. What do you think of this suggestion? Exactly. These evening gatherings take up our precious night hours. Most of it is just idle chatter. Why do you just use the messenger bats? Dude, use the messenger bats, okay? That's what I'm saying. I've been saying, use the messenger bats. Okay, we got a boomer response here. This matter must not be viewed in such a manner. The evening gatherings are family tradition. The elders synchronize information, vassals interact with one another, all serving to bolster the family's cohesion. In my view, the evening gatherings must not be abolished. These young ones, they merely wish to laze about in their coffins. All right. What are our thoughts? A sensible decision. All right. Octavia's cool. She's with it. Bella is also for it. Lamia says do it. Okay. Iona's for it. And so it's okay. All right. Onion boy. We're going to cancel the gatherings. Do W's all the way across. There we go. Proof that we should have fewer meetings. Just saying. Everybody agrees. All right, to the ritual chamber.
These are all my spoils of war. Impressive.
Level 36. I'm not going to do the wilderness today. Oh, we got Quinn here. Hanging out in... Where is this area? Oh, in the transfusion area. Okay.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Okay, to the Lost Courtyard. What should we do first? Infinite Abyss? Let's do Infinite Abyss.
Not my fault. All raw materials for my merchandise.
More raw materials for my merchandise. Dude, Mass is just so scary. And her playstyle is so much fun. And yeah, here I am, not playing horror games again.
For the sake of peace.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
Dude, these enemies are so creepy with like their leg joints going the wrong way. They're kind of disturbing. Lamia's burst animation looks so badass.
I've survived once again.
Dude, she sounds so dramatic. I've survived once again.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
Got some tentacles in the back here. Why are there tentacles in the middle of the castle? Who knows? It's not that type of game, guys. Warlock says, I'm hyped for Chaos Zero Nightmare. Sounds like an interesting take on a roguelike, and the visual presentation is amazing from what you've seen so far. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. Might check it out. What do you think of the combat for it? What do you think of the combat for it? Let me know.
For the sake of peace.
Ooh, do we have enough for a mold? Or a shard, I should say, in this game? Let's see. No. Oh, I'm so close to being able to do an ancestor one. Ooh, let's open these chests while I'm here. You've been hearing about that, but you just have no time for more gacha games. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at too. All right, divine blood drops, guys. Always get divine blood drops. Divine blood drops. That's what you want. Don't get anything else. Ooh, back to the clan. Yep, collect and add. Oh, I've crossed the halfway mark. Nice. It's a castle guard octopus? Yeah, obviously. Of course, why didn't I think of that? Combat is similar to Slay and Spire, if you've ever seen it. I have not only not seen it, I have never heard of it. But I'll have to look it up. Alright, Time Worn Mausoleum. Oh, and I'm going to switch up this order a little bit. Okay, everybody calm down. I feel like I just distributed my DPS a little bit differently. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we're getting the cloak right away. And then we will expand the board. We'll be able to pass this quite easily. So honestly, the choices I make for the weapons won't really matter for this level. We will expand the board again. And take the sulfur. Warlock says, is a combat system that's turn-based, and you select cards to attack, heal, and buff. Okay, so you get like a semi-random selection of things you can do on your turn. That's what that sounds like. That's an interesting concept. I will take the Fang. But yeah, I think the likelihood of me getting into another gacha game soon is pretty low. It would have to be something that I'm very excited about. And I mean, it could happen. It could happen. But like I said, it would have to be something pretty cool. Because, you know, Nikke is still the main thing. I'm really enjoying Silver and Blood. I don't really want to start like that many gacha games. What else do I need here? Oh, I need the iron. Okay. I'll extend the board. I think I should extend the board. Let's put that there. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of cool games that are going to come out, but you got to like, you know, pick your stuff, right? Just because, like, we all have, like, a finite amount of time. Okay, we'll take this square, and we will take the daggers. Nice. I'm trying to think what other game had a system like that you're talking about, though. I've definitely played something that was that idea. Oh, yeah, we'll take the balloons for the marksman. And I need to move something. Move these snakes. I don't need it. There we go. Yeah, I've definitely played some game. I feel like this is like an old game, like a long time ago. But I've played some system that you're talking about, where you kind of get a random selection of, like, you know, so-called cards, and then you choose what you're going to use on each of your turns of that. I can't think what it is, though. Where do I put this? I guess I'll put this here. You unlocked a new item today that gives 35% damage. 35% magic damage? Dude, that's really good. That's a good item to have unlocked for sure. Warlock says, Nikke will always be your main game, and now Silver and Blood is up there with Girls Frontline 2 dailies. Nice. It's a solid selection of games. Okay, I want this silver again. We're just going to stick it over there for the moment. And I don't think I need another one of these. I'm actually going to just expand the board. I'll put it here. Yeah, it's connected. Okay. What else do I need? Oh, I still haven't gotten iron. Dang. All right. Whatever. Dude, this marksman team is just so good. Oh, let's move this really quick. We can complete this. Dude, this is the first... That's the first equipment I've actually completed. That's ridiculous. Okay, and then... I guess I can just put this claw down here and grab this. What else do I need besides the claw? I need honey for it. Okay, hold up, hold up. It's time to do some reorganizing. Put that there, put that there. And then move this down, stick that up. Oh, it's still awkward. What the hell? Well, Whatever. I know I need honey. Yeah, this marksman team is so good for this game mode. Ooh, sweet. Okay, so finally we can complete another piece of equipment. This one's a good one too, because like it's really good for marksman. Like the attack speed up and damage is pretty crazy. Oh, we also got Bella's item. Okay, so I just need honey. But I needed honey for something else too. Okay. Vic says, imagine how exciting it is for multi-millionaires to play gacha games. Why? Because they can just do a bajillion polls right away? Yeah, I guess. Alright, I'm going to take this sulfur. And I don't think I need this at all. But this is dumb. Really, like one square? What am I going to do with this? I guess I'll just stick it here. Sure. It's like, oh, new gacha game. Drop 50 grand on it. Okay, let's complete this. Because this is a pretty good effect. Like, honestly, I prioritize this with the blood pools over getting Bella's chest. Just because I'm not looking for, like, a ton of damage from Bella anyway, right? Okay, I'm going to stick that there. Move these over. Yeah, we'll just leave that like that. And I'll grab this. Ooh, everything can move over then, actually. Sweet. Oh, immediately open another chest. All right, we did get honey, which means... Let's get this silver out of the way for a second. There we go. Completed Bella's chest. Even though I said it was kind of a low priority, I mean, heck, we'll take it. And then Acapella's weapon. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Another kind of low priority thing, though. We're going to finish it before we even complete it. There we go. Final blow. Collect our achievement rewards. So here's where I'm at with the talents. Just yesterday, I got this stat buff. So that's pretty cool. Then more stats, and what does this do? It will a crit bonus and a new item. Okay, so we'll see what's behind these later on. Okay, collect some more daily rewards. What do I have here in Time-Worn Mausoleum? Oh, I didn't actually collect the daily rewards. It's like, why do I still have an alert there? Okay, so Tomb of the Fallen and Blood Arena. Let's get Tomb of the Fallen out of the way.
Powerful enemy.
Should I actually try this? We'll try it once. I don't think I can get the full... Getting tier 9 is... I've gotten it on the other boss, but not on Clive. Because it's just in the last second when he has like 1,000 of those. I'm going to try with Quinn again this time. When he just has like 1,000 of those other like ads, it's crazy. It's too much. I'm trying to think if I should like mix this up at all. Like, what if instead of using acapella, like the idea of taking out acapella is just kind of stupid, but I just wonder, like if I just threw in Pavana and then she like puts all the ads to sleep, like if I just get good RNG, like could that work? I feel like that could be a kind of like a randomly good strategy, right? Is that copium? Let's try it once like this. I'm a couple levels stronger than the last time I tried it. So maybe I just clear it. Maybe I just clear it. If it doesn't work, then I kind of want to try a Hail Mary with Pavana. Because really the only thing that keeps me from beating it is just getting overwhelmed by how many ads there are at the very end. And it's not even that, like, they take a long time to kill me, but I just, like, all of my attacks go to killing the ads, and it just, like, you know, I never hit the boss. So it's like this stage, except it's way worse at the very end when it happens. Bob says, maybe you can hold burst for the 2 howling wolves who summon more wolves. That might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. Alright, phase change. Dude, it's a pretty badass phase change, not gonna lie. The art is so crazy. The problem is I don't know exactly when the wolves come out. So I'm not sure when to start holding it. I mean, that's a reasonable strategy. Oh, like, I should have held it there, I guess. Oh my god. But it's already getting crazy. It's already getting crazy. Alright, target this fool. Dude, it's so many. It's like, what the hell? They stack up so fast. Kind of tanky. They're really tanky. Yeah, we just ran out of time. And if I was just like higher level, better equipment, it kind of wouldn't matter. But all right, I think we're just gonna quick slay. Let's just do it. Nice. More shards. Okay, I'm gonna give the equipment to Nicole.
Would you care to be my first audience?
Then Ressa.
Time for prayer. We mustn't keep the Lord waiting.
Okay, okay. Ressa's always trying to get me to go to church.
Do you need me
The
to
vault.
examine you?
Pretty much everybody is decked out in level 7 or higher now.
This time, I hope you can fight by my side until the very end.
Joanne, but she's not synced.
What took you so long?
She's not in the
Your
transfusion.
eyes befitting a basilisk.
Dude, how does Impuza have such good... I guess I have a lot of light armor.
I wield my blade to protect friends and kin.
Vic says, still struggling with spirited armor, but maybe with the new acapella you can clear it. Yeah, I don't know. Did you try the team that I had said I had used? It's possible that you're just too low of level too. You know, you just need to get stronger.
The longest journey begins.
All right. So let's go to the courtyard again, and I guess it's just Blood Arena. Just Blood Arena. Wait, then let me double check that I can't level somebody up. 32, 32, okay. So this would level up everybody if I could level up Seti. But I can't. Anything I should open here? These, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, let me double check on what skill level Timeless Iona is at.
I remember you, vassal of the Bathory. A drifter
Okay, I still need
from
quite a
Sunset
bit more.
Valley. A
Yeah.
sacrifice bound to the seal.
Okay, I think this is a pretty obvious opponent here. We're pretty much equal. They're a little bit higher. This is going to be my throwaway match. I mean, look, they got like Quinn, Bella, Timeless Iona. This is a scary team, and they're higher BP, so that's fine. This is my worst team right here. Yeah, alright. So that's a loss. That's fine. that was very predicted. Now I need to win these next two. This one should be pretty dramatically in my favor. There's basically no way I can lose this one, I think. Agnes is kind of being annoying, though. Maybe I'll run out of time. That would be annoying. I got 50 seconds left. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's a 1v1. I'm gonna run out of time. I'm gonna run out of time. Oh, that's annoying as hell. I thought this was gonna be like such like an easy one in the bag. Oh, that's obnoxious as heck. Really? Dude, the timeouts are like the most frustrating losses. It just feels like BS. All right. Well, this should be a win for me, I think. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It doesn't matter though, because I already lost two. Man, I really thought this match was going to be a win for me. Yeah, took a pretty easy win here. The timeout in round 2 was killer. Okay, well, let's see if we can get a win on our second match. Maybe this opponent. Let's try it. Let's try it.
The hour of execution has come.
Okay, so this is, again, the first round's going to be our loss. We're fighting against a very strong team here, although they randomly have some units I wouldn't expect, but also some very good ones. Okay, so that's our loss. We gotta win the next two. We gotta win the next two. It's going to be a bit of a battle of attrition, just because we both have Starry-Eyed Iona. But ultimately, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this. And it won't go super long like the last one. Yeah, there we go. Now this one is a little sketchy. I would say, yes, it is in my favor. But not like dramatically so. I think I'm going to change my positioning here just slightly. Let's go like this. Yep, we're doing well, we're doing well. Oh no! Oh no! It was looking so good and then suddenly they overwhelmed me. Alright, not a good day for PvP, guys. We were 0 and 2. Dang. Alright. Surprising matches too, because both of those were ones that I really thought I could win. And they turned out unexpectedly. For our 5 like normal matches here though, like we'll probably get some easy wins here with these. Famous last words, I guess. There we go. Look at that. We gotta win, we gotta win.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
Ooh, this is a pretty stacked team. They're lower blood power, but this is actually a really stacked team. But we're gonna try it. I actually would not be surprised if I lost this. Like Lorelei might just put us all to sleep. And their Timeless Iona is getting buffed by Fleeting Bella. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not like... I definitely have a chance to win this, but I think this could go either way. Oof. Their Timeless Iona went off first and killed my Starry. So yeah, this is pretty strongly in their favor at this point. So it looks like this is going to be a loss. Kinda had a feeling this was gonna happen. I could have picked a more guaranteed win, but there's no fun in that, right? You don't get like a ton for like winning or losing or whatever in these matches anyway, so I find it more interesting to fight other teams and just seem like they're gonna be interesting matchups.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound.
Alright, we should be able to come back with this one.
We fight to bring peace.
Like, really, there's not a whole lot to be concerned about here. We have better survivability, we have a lot more DPS. I mean, in theory, our 2 Octavias could be attacking each other for forever, but I think we're just overwhelming them. Yeah.
Where violence and conflict intertwine.
Oh, here's a bot. Sure, we'll just take the free win here.
We fight to bring peace.
I'm getting hungry, guys. Gotta eat dinner. And sure enough, easy win against the bot there. That would have been really embarrassing if I took that loss.
Great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
No real opponents here. Interesting. We'll just fight this. I don't think this is a bot. I think this is someone who just didn't really set up their formation. Like, they probably set it up like really early on in the game and then just like didn't touch it again.
Without limit begins from here. Where violence and conflict intertwine.
Okay, was that our last one? Yeah, that was our last one. Alright, anything... Oh, I got one more clan offering I can do at the Ancestral Vault. A little closer to Julius. And that's pretty much it, I guess, right?
I'm here now. You can rest easy.
Wow, such confidence. Dude, her design is pretty great. Just saying. Good free unit. Oh, I can do a friendship poll. Okay, guys. We thought we were done with polls for the day. I have enough for a friendship point poll here for the Celestial Concerto. Let's do it. See if we can get lucky. Nope. Hey, it's a free multi. It's okay. It's okay. Use all my luck on the viewer polls for you guys, so that's better anyway. I think I'm gonna do one multi for Stella. Over time, I've become more convinced that I think she's worth it. Albrecht here, again, a pretty good unit. I haven't tested him, but from what I've seen, he's pretty good. But you get one for free, and I think there's no reason to pull for extra copies. You know, especially because he's like healer slash debuffer. Like, getting more stats for him isn't going to be like particularly relevant. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and get my one copy of Stella. I've said this before, if you don't have Timeless Iona, 100% you should pull for Stella. But I've become more and more convinced that I think even I still want to get a copy of her. So wish me luck, guys. Let's try and get a one tap on Stella. We hit an SSR. We hit an SSR. It might happen. It might happen. Show me Stella. Let's go.
Let me make one thing clear from the outset.
I will provide support from the bow.
Please, please.
Amy Landis at your service for the duration.
Amy. I do like Amy. Amy is like a low-key kind of lewd unit too. But, Amy's so funny, but that is not who I was hoping for. All right, let's hope it's a double. Let's hope it's a double. Maybe Stella will still come.
Let me make one thing clear.
Here again.
Stella, please, please, please. Ugh. Oh, man. All right. Well, honestly, getting Amy was kind of a W because... Where's Amy at? Amy? That takes me to another max limit break unit.
Your room for you.
So that is actually kind of a huge win, honestly. That's kind of really great. That's I will take that because now, look, I have, dude, I just lost her. Where'd she go? Amy? I have Amy, so that's one. I have Piera, that's two. And then I have Bella and Otavia. So I only need one more. And I have both of my selector coffins and multiple units that only need one more to finish them, which means I can use my selector for sure one, if not both of them. I can use at least one selector on just like another really strong unit, and I won't have to use it on duplicates. So I'm just gonna adjust my altar here and take Amy off, and then I don't know, put Agnes on, I guess. Probably put Agnes on. Although, you know what? Let's go Frederick, because that'll give me another chance to potentially get a duplicate. That makes sense. All right, all right. Should I do one more for Stella? No, I'm not going to fall into that trap. I'm not going to fall into that trap, guys. All right. We at least ended on getting, you know, an SSR that much closer to breaking the 160 ball, so that was pretty good. All right, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm going to go grab a bite to eat. It's been good spending my Friday evening with y'all. Hope you guys have a fantastic morning, week, day, night, wherever it is where you guys are in the world. And thank you to the viewers, Malk and Vic, for sharing their accounts. It was a lot of fun doing polls. We haven't done that for a while. And yeah, have a good weekend, guys. And I will catch you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.